waste management project because our island doesn't have designated CWSA is not present in the community of Mayreau. So we pretty much illegally dump in terms of waste management. So we need a more sustainable option for that. So we're looking to get funding that allows us to do the research to determine what's the best option for us in terms of waste management for our community.
Marian Isaacs, Executive Director of We Are Mayreau Incorporated. Isaacs visited the area 2 months ago where dumping takes place on private lands on the southern part of the island between the Salt Pond and Saline Bay. She visited the area 1 week ago and observed that excessive dumping has worsened.
I came to the garbage site in October of 2022 and there was little garbage, and since the tourist season has started, this is the amount of garbage that has been generated within that 2 months span. Most of this is from the yachties and the cruise ships and trade winds. The island itself, the village itself, is not accumulating as much as the visiting yachts and cruises and the resorts.
Isaacs pointed out that the hole was dug to dump garbage, but it has not been properly utilized.
Private business on Union Island came over, buried what was above the surface, and dug us a new hole. This is the hole that has been dug about 3 months ago, probably. It's either September or August this hole was dug. And surprisingly, the hole still has capacity for holding more garbage, but all of the garbage has made it out on to the surface and not in the hole. And this is what's happening. So anticipate that within the next 3 months, this line of garbage is going to extend even further.
Before dumping took place at the area, villagers burnt their garbage, but now Isaac says illegal dumping is uncontrollable. We Are Mayreau Incorporated was part of a UNDP Jeff Small Grants training late last year on capacity building and project writing. The organization is hoping to source funding from Jeff Small Grants to holistically address the solid waste management problem on the island.
We need to think more in terms of just how do we get our garbage off island? Now I think there are more sustainable options that looks at recycling, reusing, repurposing, and that's the kind of education that we need to give to villagers, we need to give to our tourists, we need to have our investors when they come in and they have their developmental plan, that it should also incorporate how they're going to address their waste issues. Like these are things that need to be taken into consideration, and even their energy issues, because we have a small power station that every time an investor comes, the island suffers because it just doesn't generate enough electricity to meet our needs and their needs. So, like just their planning and it being approved by our central planning need to take all of these factors into consideration.
Larissa Pugsley Kidd, SVG-TV News.